From this column are carried forward onto this column, or sick days from this period are carried forward onto this period, and it just means moved into the next column or moved into the next period. So quite common in accounting, but not many other places. If you say that the money is rolling in, or you say I'm rolling in it, it's the same as I'm raking it in. It means you're earning lots and lots and lots of money. You're rolling in it. Or maybe not earning, maybe you've inherited it and you can say I'm rolling in it. And the idea, the vision, the image in my mind is of a person in a bath of money. That's what I usually think of when somebody says I'm rolling in it. It sounds like they've got so much money they're washing themselves in it. Okay, if you settle in, then you feel comfortable in your new surroundings. But if you want to make this a transitive verb, use into. He settled into his new school. He settled into his new class, yeah? Or it took him 3 weeks to settle in with no object. So both of them mean become familiar and happy and satisfied in new surroundings. Toss, chuck or throw something away means get rid of it, put it in the bin. You toss it away, you chuck it away, you throw it away. All of these mean throw, and with away they mean get rid of, put it in the bin. If you straighten up your room, it means you tidy it up, you clean it up. So it's the same as those tidy and clean phrasal verbs. To straighten up a room is to tidy it up. If you mop up the room, you use a mop and mop it up. If you sweep up the room, you use a brush and you sweep it up. So there are a number that you can use with up there, meaning clean or tidy. And by the way, you also put away your things, which means put them in their place. Sorry, just checking the time, got to work soon. Put them in their place when you put them away. So in the cupboard or in the wardrobe, you put your clothes in the wardrobe and you put your toys or your other bits and pieces, your books, on your bookshelves. Now, if you pull up a chair or draw up a chair, it just means pull a chair out so that you can sit on it. That's what pull up a chair means, just literally, or maybe pull a chair closer to the table so you can sit at the table. That would also be pull up a chair. So it just means put a chair in the position by the table so you're ready to sit on it. Exactly the same as draw up a chair. Remember that if you pull up in a car, you just approach somebody's house usually and stop in a car. That also is pull up. But pull up a chair means just put a chair in a position by a table ready to sit on. And I wanted to talk about pull to and push to because these are similar. When somebody says push the window to or pull the window to, it means almost close the window. It means close the window a lot, but not completely. Leave a little bit of air so that there's a small breeze. So this is a very specific phrasal verb, but everybody knows it. When somebody says push the window to, it means almost shut. Just so that there's a small gap, but stop it from being so wide open, because perhaps there's a nasty draft coming in. So pull the window to or push the window to, or pull the door to or push the door to means almost close it. Just to do it so that it's almost closed. Okay, if something is hard to part with, it means you won't be able to live without it, do without it, or go without it. All of those three are the same. So you might say, I couldn't part with my new iPhone. I couldn't part with my new iPhone because it's how I make these videos. I'm using my telephone. But I also couldn't part with my kitten sitting down there because he's very nice, he's quite sweet. And so, yeah, anything that's hard to part with is very difficult to let go of, to do without, to go without. And it's normally used like that. It means to reluctantly let go of something. Now, if you plump up the pillows, it simply means shake them so that they're all nice and round and comfortable and soft. So hopefully somebody plumps up the pillows in your house before you go to bed. If you've got loads of stuff cluttering up your room, it means that there's too much stuff. Clutter always means many objects in a small place. So there is quite a lot of stuff cluttering up this room at the moment. And it's mainly because nobody cleans up after me, unfortunately. Now, if you clean up after someone, you do all of the cleaning for someone else. It sounds like that other person is being really lazy to me, because you're cleaning up after them. You're cleaning up after yourself, and you're cleaning up after someone else. So anybody who has children knows that you often have to clean up after your kids. In fact, you could also say that you have to run around after your kids. If you run around after someone, you clean up after them and you do jobs for them that are actually their job, and yet you do a job for them. So again, it sounds lazy, and that's why I've included it under clean up after someone. Both of these sound negative to me, in the sense that you're helping someone who should be doing it themselves. So it's not good to run around after people. You could use it not just for kids though, you could use it for men and women and say, she should really divorce him, she's always running around after him, he demands so much attention and help, she should get rid of him. Okay, if you decide to do your house out in a Victorian style, it means that you decorate the house in a Victorian style. But you could do your house out in a colour as well. You could do your house out in a blue colour, because that's the style that you like, that's the colour you like. So don't forget, do up for decorate. It's also used for decorate. We need to do up the flat this weekend, or we need to jazz up the flat this weekend. Both of those would mean something similar to renovate or refurbish. If you lock up your house, you make sure all the locks are done, everything is locked, and these two we've already done. If you roll up your sleeves, I've just done it for today. I always roll up my sleeves, well, often anyway. When I'm cold, I might roll them down, but I roll them up so that I've got my arms out and I'm not too hot. But remember that roll up can also mean turn up, show up, or even pull up. It means arrive as well. So if you say we rolled up at the party late, it's like we turned up at the party late. And if you pull up in a Mercedes, you can say we rolled up in a Mercedes as well, meaning we pulled up outside the house in a Mercedes. If you tie your hair back, you've got a ponytail and it's tied back. If you doll yourself up, you're a girl, okay? And if you spruce yourself up, you're a boy. But they both mean to make yourself look attractive, maybe for a big party or something like that. If you fling off your clothes, you take off your clothes very quickly. It's like pull on your clothes instead of put on. That would be very quickly. Pull on your shirt or pull on your trousers. That sounds quicker than put on. Now, if you dress up, you spruce yourself up for the night. You dress very well. You dress in your best clothes for maybe a party or something like that. But if you dress up as Spider-Man or you dress up as a politician, this one means fancy dress. Okay, fancy dress, for dress up as someone. If you zip up your coat, you do your coat up, but you could also button up your shirt, which means do your coat up, or shirt there, button up your shirt, do your shirt up. You can also tie your shoes up or do them up. Tie your shoes up, do them up. Now, every morning my hair stands up. I don't know about yours, but my hair stands up in the morning usually, and so I have to smooth it down like this, usually with some water. So smooth down is also there. If you warm to someone, that means you have a good feeling about someone and you get on with them straight away. If you warm to someone, you get on with them as soon as you meet them. And so it's a very positive phrasal verb, to warm to someone. If you go out with someone, this is